Okay, let's take a deep dive today. We're looking at something really vital if you're running a small business, specifically if you're a plumber.
Right. Your main skill, your expertise, it's hands-on plumbing work. Fixing things, installations, keeping everything flowing.
Exactly. You're the expert under the sink, not necessarily in web design, right?
And that's perfectly fine. But finding that customer who needs you, like right now, well, that search often starts online these days.
Yeah, our sources for this deep dive really hammer this home. People search online first, especially for urgent plumbing needs.
Hmm.
And while lots of plumbers have websites, the sources suggest many are, well, maybe a bit static or old.
Or just not really doing much, like an online brochure that doesn't actually bring in calls.
Precisely. And think about it, burst pipe, clogged drain emergency, that website is often the very first impression someone gets.
It's your digital front door, your 24/7 salesperson, always on duty.
So if it's slow or confusing or doesn't make it easy to connect.
You're losing business right there. They'll just click away.
So the mission for this deep dive is to figure out what makes a plumber's website actually work. Not just look okay, but actively convert visitors into paying customers.
And we've looked at sources that focus on solutions built specifically for trades like plumbing, really zeroing in on what gets leads.
Right. It's about function over just flashiness. So we'll touch on the essential tech stuff first.
Yeah, like getting found, site speed, mobile.
And then we'll get into the critical bits for actually converting those visitors once they land on your site. Stuff like forms, calls to action, building trust.
Okay, so starting with the basics, getting found, the sources are really clear. Some technical things are just non-negotiable.
Like SEO, search engine optimization.
Exactly. But specifically for you as a plumber, local SEO is the big one. It's not just jargon, meaning setting up your site, linking it properly with your Google business profile, using the right keywords. So when someone in your town searches emergency plumber near me or something similar,
You actually show up high on the list.
you got it. You need to be the immediate answer when they have that urgent problem.
Okay, so findability is step one, but then say they click on your link. Speed matters hugely.
Oh, absolutely. And for plumbers, especially with emergencies, it's even more critical. We saw some data. Even a 1-second delay on mobile
Yeah.
can cause conversion rates to drop significantly, like maybe 7% or more. People are stressed, they're impatient,
If your site takes ages to load, they're gone, hitting back and calling the next guy.
which leads straight into mobile friendliness. The sources pretty much scream, this is essential.
Makes sense. Where are people when the toilet overflows? Not usually at their desktop computer.
Right, they're grabbing their phone in the kitchen, the bathroom, wherever the disaster is.
So your site has to look good and work perfectly on that small screen. No weird zooming or tiny buttons.
That's responsive design. Just adapts. If it's clunky on mobile, you've basically failed the first test, especially in an urgent situation.
Okay, so baseline. Be findable locally with SEO, be fast, and be flawless on mobile. That's the tech foundation.
Got it. Now, what happens once they're actually on your site? How do you turn that visit into a job?
This is where those conversion elements come in. Big focus in the sources here.
First up, how easy is it for them to contact you? Especially if they're stressed.
Lead forms, clear contact info. It sounds basic, but it's crucial.
Yeah, sources say have easy forms for quotes or scheduling, sure, but also really prominent click-to-call buttons.
Especially for mobile users who need help now.
Make that first step totally frictionless.
And it's not just having the contact info, it's telling people what to do, right? Those calls to action.
Yes. One expert's notes we saw called them directives, not gentle suggestions.
Like call now for emergency service.
Or request your free estimate here, schedule service online, make it obvious, make it compelling, guide them.
Okay, so easy contact, clear instructions. What else? There was a lot about trust.
Huge point. Building trust fast on the webpage, often called social proof.
Like customer reviews, testimonials.
Exactly. Showing those good reviews, maybe star ratings, also displaying your license, your insurance info clearly.
Listing your specific services helps too, shows expertise.
Definitely. And even good photos of your team, your branded vans, it all builds confidence. Remember, you're asking someone to let you into their home.
Often when they're feeling vulnerable, yeah. So that trust has to be immediate.
Your website needs to scream reliable and professional.
Okay, so putting it all together based on the sources, your plumber website isn't just a placeholder.
No way. It needs to be an active tool, working for you 24/7.
Built with these specific things in mind: local search, speed, mobile, easy contact, trust signals.
all designed to attract local customers and smoothly turn them into booked appointments.
Basically, making your website work smarter so you can focus on the actual plumbing.
And investing in a site that gets this stuff, that understands plumbing emergencies, local needs, trust factors, that turns it from just an expense into a real lead-generating machine.
It helps make sure that when someone nearby has a problem, you're the one they find, and crucially, the one they feel good about calling. So this deep dive, hopefully, gave you some solid insights from the sources on how thoughtful website design really drives leads and helps your business grow.
Yeah, so maybe take a moment and think about your own digital storefront. Is it
Yes.
just kind of sitting there online, or is it actively pulling in new business and keeping things flowing smoothly for you?